Stop spending your money. Stop. You know what? Roll the intro. This goes for everybody, and especially the young ones. You have to keep in track your expenses. You have to stop spending money. Your them greens you hustle for, that hard earned money. That thing is your main tool for survival. That's your income. That's the money you get for waking up like 5 in the morning, be on time, responsibilities, doing maybe stuff that you don't want to do. Is the things that you're spending your money on worth it? Okay, now let me tell you what I mean by that. It's not that I'm telling you to just stop spending your money and never buy anything again. It's not that. You have to see money as a tool and use it to accomplish your future goals or your goals in general. And I know those $400 sneakers, $1,000 jackets, $200 bottles of vodka. The point of this video is that you have to see money as a tool. Now, please help me and think with me. Okay, I want you to think of your long-term objective. Your that objective that you see yourself being like what, 5 years from now, even more. Who knows? That's what it means. Long-term goals, right? Okay, so think about it. Is it a new house? Is it buying a house? Maybe new one, maybe your first house, which will be pretty cool. Is it buying a car? Is it being the best graphic designer in the world, in the universe? Hmm? Is it being a real estate agent? Is it being a doctor? Is it going to college in general? I want you to think of them. Think of them right now. I'll give you 3 seconds. Okay, now I want you to think about all the money you have spent this month. At least this month. All those expenses. You know what? Even better. I want you to download your bank statement. And that's easy. It's like you don't even have to go to the bank for that. You can just go online, download that PDF, open it, print it from your computer, iPad, whatever, smartphone that you have. I want you to go through it. I want you to look all those expenses at least for a month. And if you can, I want you to organize them. I want you to organize them by, like, let's say outings, let's say food, shopping, and whatever else you do with your life. Subscriptions, that's an important one. Woo! Subscriptions, they eat you alive. You have no idea. You have to be careful with those subscriptions. Anyways, I want you to grab all of them. I want you to sum them up. And when you see those $70 you spent on Dunkin' Donuts alone in the last month, I don't want you to be surprised. And it's okay if you have done it so far, but as long as you know now that it's wrong and you don't do it again, that's fine. Okay? But now that you know, let's say that you know that you have spent $70 on Dunkin' Donuts, that you have spent $150 on shopping this month alone, which I think people spend way more than that. That's like a really low amount. Let's say you have spent a really big amount of money this month. Now grab those things, the first things that you already know that are BS, that you know that you can count them out, that were they like a stupid purchase or whatever. I want you to sum them up and ask yourself, what could have I done with that money instead of spending them that way? Could those $300 be on a savings account right now towards, could that have been helpful to maybe pay for a course to learn about a new, I don't know, new programming language. Okay, now let's say that this money, this let's say you spent $300. Okay, so think about this. Let's say you're a web developer or something like that, and let's say you spent $300 on a jacket. But let's say that another coworker spent $400 not in a jacket but in a course to learn something new about web development. And let's say that the new project that you just got is about that programming language or whatever, that new thing. Um, will they give it to the dude that has like a certification already, or will they give it to you? And businesses, they want to go for the safe thing, so they will give it to him. He will have more leverage at his job than you. He will have more opportunities than you. Why? Because you just decided to buy a jacket. You just decided to invest your money in the wrong way. Okay, so I want you to think about that. Okay, now let me tell you a story, a personal story. Okay, so me, I think it was definitely this year. I was driving the car out of the house, and it was a really windy day. Really windy day, and the gate. I was reversing, by the way. I was reversing. I was looking to the right end of the vehicle because there's always something that you have to be aware that you don't hit, which is funny. Before I tell you this, something that you have to be aware not to hit. And while I was looking at it, the left gate behind me started to open because of the wind, and I just kept reversing, and the left mirror of my car just like gone, dude. I was like, whoa! Like it didn't click. I just saw it, and the thing just fell. I was like, oh shh. Now, to make the long story short, I went. I had the car was a lease, by the way. It was my dad's car, in fact. So to repair that mirror was like $700. Um, ouch. And I was like, I had an emergency fund already, and even though that money was for emergencies and this wasn't like an emergency, um, I had already money saved up for something like that, so I paid it out of that emergency fund. I didn't want problems with my dad. I'm just glad that he didn't kill me, and the car was like new, like 2 days later it was new. I just took it 20 minutes in and out. That was it. And if I had kept my spending habits like they were like 3 years ago, which the money was just coming in and I was just spending it, I wouldn't have been able to pay, and that would have been really bad. So I want you to please be mindful of your spending, because I'm talking to young ones right now, because once you grow up, the problems that you're gonna have, most of them are gonna be resolved with money. And I'm not lying. That's something I've come to realize throughout these years, that the problems you have at 15 years old were totally different to the ones that you're gonna have like a 23-year-old. Most of them are solved by paying, by just dropping the money. So please be mindful of your money. Use it as a tool. Invest in yourself. Use it in a good way. Okay? All right? It's not that I'm telling you don't never spend your money on a burger. That's okay. You want to go out, that's fine. Just be mindful of how much you're spending. Because if you don't keep track on it, if you don't keep track of your expenses, that thing is just gonna eat you alive. So you know what? Let's do this. Put in the comments. Let's say how much did you spend on fast food this month in total, and tell me would you do with if you had that money right now? Something that you would invest in yourself, in something that you towards your long-term objective, what would it be? And of course, subscribe, hit that bell, and stay updated for new content, all right? Rodrigo, signing out.